loaded up pretty much. Capture age. Game 1.
Yep, and we are live. Hello and welcome everyone to an exciting show match. I am Tech Chariot and I am joined by Ronald Rage, and we are going to cast a best of 5 show match between Brie0101 and Viradarx's own Yo-Yo Dude. So let's get into the Civ draft first. So Ronald, did you have a chance to take a look at this Civ draft before the stream today?
I did, and I found it pretty interesting because normally with Civ drafts you'd see Civs like Britons, although there was Mayans picked, Vikings, Archer Civs, Ethiopians. I don't really see hardly any Archer Civs here besides the Mayans that was sniped by Yo-Yo Dude. So, not sure about the maps that we're about to be playing on, but it should be interesting here. I guess it's mainly going to be cavalry and siege or unique units. We'll have to see.
Yeah, so looking at Yo-Yo Dude's draft, he could use the Bohemians, the Mongols, the Japanese, and the Koreans as archer civs. And for Brie0101, you could use the Magyars, the Poles, the Malay as archer civs. Otherwise, I don't really have many other archer civs in mind. I think maybe Brie0101 was expecting Yo-Yo Dude to snipe the Berbers, as Berbers are they're pretty popular for sniping. But Yo-Yo Dude selected the Mayans to snipe for Brie0101, and Brie0101 sniped the Turks from Yo-Yo Dude, which is no surprise at all.
Yeah, in my opinion, those are the perfect snipes for each player. Like, they did a good job with those snipes, because Mayans are just a great civ, especially on Arabia, which is probably going to be the first map. And Yo-Yo Dude's known for having a great win percentage with Turks, just in general. He has very good build orders.
So let's load it up then.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm ready
jump
when you
into
are.
the first game.
Yep.
We'll spectate here with Capture Age. But I'm excited to see what these guys pull. I think they're both around 1500. I'm not too familiar with Brie0101, but I think 1500 is a good guess for both players. So
I see Mongols and Berbers, which I don't mind those two civs for Arabia. Not too bad. But if you want to count it down, I'll hit play when you start.
All right, one sec.
No problem. I like the Mongols pick. I mean, no surprise there, but
oh yeah,
scout rush, and if they get into late game, they can just easily win with very cost-effective units.
Okay, so here we go. All right, Capture Age is finally up and going. Mongols versus Berbers. Yo-Yo Dude is in the chat. Hey, Yo-Yo Dude. Welcome. All right, so let me pause here. I'm on 10 seconds. So ready whenever you are.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
We should be about even.
Here we go.
15, 16, 17 right now, so should be pretty close.
So we got Yo-Yo Dude on the left-hand side here playing as the green Mongols, and then on the right-hand side we have Brie0101 playing as the blue Berbers. So who do you want to follow? Do you want to follow Yo-Yo Dude or do you want to follow Brie0101?
Come on, I want to follow Yo-Yo Dude.
All right, fair enough. I like Berbers better than Mongols anyway. I'll take Berbers any day of the week. So they're pretty close together. I still think that we're going to see scouts from both players. I would be surprised if we saw anything else. Although sometimes you'll see the Berbers do like a man-at-arms plus tower rush on an open map because it's the only way that they can get to camel archers. If the Berbers can get to camel archers, then the Mongols will be in trouble because camel archers deal bonus damage against cavalry archers, which are what the Mongols are all about. That and camel archers have, I think, 8 base attack, so they're quite powerful against even cavalry units, especially Mongolian cavalry, which are lacking the final armor upgrade, if it ever even gets there. So I think,
with the go-to units and with Mongols being Hussar and Mangadai, That's going to be a great unit against that late game for sure.
I'm going to activate scouting here for
I don't know about you, but
Brie0101.
I like Yo-Yo Dude's map more with the back gold and multiple wood lines to help wall.
Yeah, I don't think Yo-Yo Dude's going to be able to wall all that, though. I would be surprised if Yo-Yo Dude could even wall any of that. I mean, he's got a forward lumber camp, which is pretty rough. But Brie0101's lumber camp is not much better. And he is starting the wall off here. But the big problem for Brie0101 is that his gold is forward. So this could be heavily punished. He is pushing in his deer now.
Yeah, especially all 3 golds being forward. It's if he gets pushed early by Yo-Yo Dude with anything, maybe scouts, most likely, but you never know. You can always go man-at-arms. You can always go archers. I feel like he can be in a lot of trouble. Be hard to defend those golds.
Yo-Yo Dude freaking out Brie. Scouting him, loitering near his town center with his vision. Brie not reacting, though. Does not try to shoot the scout. I would have tried to shoot that guy's scout for sure.
Surely.
I don't like it when... If I'm playing against Yo-Yo Dude, I don't want him knowing a thing. Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is what's used to make good decisions. And if you don't have that knowledge, you can't make good decisions. But Brie is pushing deer. He is not scouting his opponent. Yo-Yo Dude is scouting his opponent. And that's the big difference here. So what's Yo-Yo Dude doing with his deer? Ignoring it. Alright.
Ignoring it, but that was a good deer push, actually, by Brie. So far, very good unit control.
Yep.
By Blue, for sure.
Brie has no idle time. Yo-Yo Dude has a second of idle time. Hey, JC, welcome. We're just watching these two guys go at it on Arabia. They're pretty close together. I think this is among the closer placements that you could have on Arabia, honestly. Oh, look at this. Yo-Yo Dude. 18 pop. Barracks. And he's taking gold with 2 villagers. So this is an 18 pop man-at-arms build. This is 4 villagers short of the usual population that you need for man-at-arms. So maybe Yo-Yo Dude went and looked up a build for this on Hera's Discord or something like that. I'm sure that with the insane Mongol eco bonuses in the Dark Age, they could probably get away with man-at-arms at a pop smaller than 22 pop. Wait a second.
Tech Chariot. Check this out. He didn't push in 1 deer, and he missed 2 of his turkeys. So, I mean, he does have a good build order, but I hope he has enough food to create everything, because how are you... I mean, sure, you have your 2 boars, but you're missing out on, you know, both those turkeys. We'll see.
I take it back. Yo-Yo Dude has 3 on gold. This is an archer's build.
Okay, so that worked out much better for him.
This is pretty insane, though. 18 pop archers. It's really going to catch Brie off guard. So Yo-Yo Dude is feudal age now. I guess Yo-Yo Dude got all that experience and practice on 15 pop scouts for Mongols. And he is building an archery range now. And I think the plan for him is to just make archers and just harass and annoy Brie0101 and kind of snowball it from there. But Brie is going to be feudal age here pretty quickly. Both players less than 10 seconds of idle time. And Brie immediately getting both of his eco upgrades. He must have them on a pretty...
I love that. That'd be
pretty good queue. That's what I would do too. That's part of tech greed. But it will probably be scouts from Brie then at 20 pop.
You know what though? I think I might be giving Yo-Yo Dude too much credit here. But I saw that he's scouted all 3 of these golds. He might have been going scouts initially, and then, like I said, might be giving him too much credit, but honestly, 2-range archers could be very good now, as long as, like, if he adds a spearman or 2 for the scouts, to keep Brie off of his forward golds.
So Brie has spearman ready because he knows Yo-Yo Dude's reputation with Mongols, and so this spearman is out to defend against the scouts that aren't coming. Yo-Yo Dude is going to go archers instead. I see 2 ranges from Yo-Yo Dude, but I just don't believe it. Like, this is not gonna... He needs at least 7 on gold in order to sustain constant archer production from 2 ranges. So,
there's a blacksmith too. Yep.
He's
So
at a
you need that.
disadvantage in the sense that it's not ideal, but because going up on such low population, I don't think you can do archers even as Mongols. But the good news for Yo-Yo Dude is his opponent is probably still expecting scouts, or at least he was expecting scouts. He's made at least
TC
2
time.
spearmen. So
look at that LTC.
for Yo-Yo Dude,
what I was worried about with the lack of food.
Yep.
How is he going to maintain, getting fletching and villager production? He's back on villager production now, but that's what I was worried about.
So if Yo-Yo Dude knows that he's got this town center idle time, then he's under pressure to kill some villagers. If Yo-Yo Dude can kill 2 villagers, he can make up for that town center idle time. And he's got a decent mass of archers here for 12, almost 13 minutes into the game. But I feel Brie will be ready for him. Brie is going to tower his gold. I think this is the right thing to do. I don't know that tower is going to go up, though, is the problem.
Correct.
Brie doesn't want to engage this group of archers because there are a couple spearmen here who will prevent that tower, or who will prevent the scouts from doing any damage, and that tower is denied. Those archers catching Brie completely off guard. Now he's going to try a silly house wall here, but that's not going to keep Yo-Yo Dude out.
That will buy time, though. Honestly, that was a pretty good move there.
Yeah, but now Yo-Yo Dude is going to camp just outside this barracks. Whittle away at the house foundation, and without access to gold, Brie will be in trouble. Now, Brie can make...
There you go.
Okay, actually, Brie is not... Where's Brie's stable? There it is. Alright, I found it. But he has not made any more scouts. Yo-Yo Dude is in on Brie's woodline somehow. Don't ask me how.
And somehow having fleshing as well. This is a great build order, in my opinion. Like, somehow going up that quickly, your opponent's going to assume you're going to go scouts, and then he shows up with archers.
Oh, this is a Tati rush from Yo-Yo Dude. He's not even bothering to make villagers at this point. His goal is to just have archers everywhere.
We'll see, though. If Brie can get onto gold, he'll be okay. But in my opinion, if he can't get on gold, it's going to be hard to get to Castle Age. And
he'll just
can't get to Castle Age with this rush. I mean, what are you going to do? You're always going to have less numbers, army-wise.
He'll just make skirmishers. He doesn't need the gold just yet.
True.
But if Yo-Yo Dude can just overwhelm these skirmishers and prevent him from taking wood, then Brie could be in trouble. But I think that Brie is very much alive now. We see that Yo-Yo Dude has not killed a single villager with his Tati rush so far. And Brie is finishing the tower.
And he's got some idle villas as well in the back. This is... Every minute that passes, it's going to look worse and worse, because, like you said, Brie with more villagers and a more efficient economy as well. And like you said, Brie got both their eco upgrades right away. So this whole time, their villagers are more efficient.
Now, Brie does have a minute worth of town center idle time, which is non-trivial. But Yo-Yo Dude at triple that. So...
Yep.
We'll
Honestly,
have to continue watching.
Pressure, a minute idle TC time is actually unbelievable. That's very good, in my opinion. Because you have to micro, you have to pull your workers, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to wall. There's so many things you have to do. And to keep and continue to make villagers, that's very well done.
I agree. If this were a tech chariot, there would already be... I don't like this tower at all. Yo-Yo Dude can easily camp the base of this tower with his ball of archers. You always want to build towers so that their bases can be protected.
Look at that one skirmisher. That's all he has. I mean, yeah, I guess it goes up. Actually, yeah. Surprisingly, no villager pickoffs.
Well, Yo-Yo Dude has gotten 3 villager pickoffs so far. He's shut down Brie's wood collection everywhere except this forward lumber camp. So I wonder at what point does Yo-Yo Dude... Alright, so Yo-Yo Dude has decided the Tati Rush is not sufficient to kill my opponent. So now look, Yo-Yo Dude is throwing down farms like crazy. And they don't have much food on them. I don't think... Yeah, Yo-Yo Dude has no eco upgrades. Yo-Yo Dude has very bad eco.
But still, you need that food, to continue going. Otherwise, you're just going to stall out. So at least he's doing something. Even though he seems, quote-unquote, ahead.
So Brie has made 2 towers, though, which is a significant disadvantage. And his economy is highly inefficient. He's got these villagers just loitering next to this lumber camp. Because he's probably been flustered by this whole thing. Keeping track of the archer locations. Yo-Yo Dude continuing to pressure this wood line.
Look at that. Not even a mining camp either. He just collect his villagers and they're going to the TC with the gold.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he's collecting gold, I guess. So, smart. I was just about to say Yo-Yo Dude should camp this wood line on the back. That's exactly what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that might actually... If Brie doesn't have any wood, I don't see how they can continue going. Because, I mean, what is the source of everything, right? Your farms, your army, your buildings. We'll see, though. We'll see. Oh, yeah, and look at Yo-Yo Dude. This is what I mean with building those farms earlier. Ahead in villagers.
Yeah, Yo-Yo Dude is now ahead in villagers, and he's putting down a market, thinking to perhaps rebalance his eco.
Yeah, very well executed, in my opinion, this Tati Rush. Because a lot of people will just continue to just make more and more archers and just be tunnel visioned. And it's good to know when you should, I've done enough, I haven't killed them, but I've done enough damage to where if I macro this out, then we can win this game.
It seemed like Brie had a huge advantage for the longest time, and I'm not really sure exactly what happened. I don't know enough about countering a Tati Rush to say what Brie could have done differently to be able to survive this.
Sure.
I don't know if
Honestly,
maybe he needed to throw down a second range instead of building all these farms and try to prioritize getting skirmishers out. But his plan was totally messed with.
If that tower would have been dropped maybe 10 seconds earlier, it would have been a much easier hold because Yo-Yo Dude would have had to go all the way around, and it would have prolonged the aggression. But who knows, right? Because, like you said, I don't play against this very often either, so it's hard to know exactly what to do unless you're doing it yourself.
The other thing, too, is that Brie did not scout Yo-Yo Dude. In fact, if we check Brie's vision, he does have vision of these 2 ranges, but he didn't have vision of these 2 ranges in time. He didn't know what Yo-Yo Dude was doing. He assumed that because Yo-Yo Dude was feudal age so quickly that it was going to be scouts, and Yo-Yo Dude did not make a single scout, and he wasted resources on spearmen. And he did not have the adequate defenses in place to deal with it. So Yo-Yo Dude is going to be Castle Age in just a few seconds now, and I think Brie will call the GG at that point. He's continuing to take gold. He's got 700 gold and nothing on wood. Yo-Yo Dude knows that Brie can't use that gold. And with no market in place, Brie can't even turn that gold into anything useful.
There's the GG.
So Yo-Yo Dude ultimately with 22 kills and no eco deaths. Taking the initiative and really catching Brie by surprise. Brie pushing the deer and was confident by the age up time that it was scouts and paid for that dearly.
And I honestly am curious if it was the Yo-Yo Dude scouting the 3 golds forward, if that's what made him want to do that, or if that was his plan all along. Because let's say that that main gold was literally in the back of his base and he walled, then would it work so well? Maybe not. Maybe that's how you hold it. But I'm curious to know that because like I said, if you wall off, then archers become a lot less effective because they got to get through those walls first.
I think that Brie didn't realize what was happening.
True.
Because
he assumed it was scouts.
He assumed it was scouts. Mongols. But on top of that, though, I think that Brie put all of this effort right into getting that tower up. That was his first tower on the gold.
Yep.
He wanted to get that tower up to secure his gold because he didn't want to lose gold, right? But in the end, even though he secured that gold, he had over 700 gold in the bank that he couldn't use. You don't need gold to rebuff a Tatty Rush. And I think that was kind of a misjudgment from Brie. That if he, let's say that Brie had built that tower on a wood line instead, and had walled in that wood line with some houses and maybe a palisade gate, which he could have easily done on his back wood line.
Yep.
This game could have gone entirely different. Yeah, we agree that the greed got to Brie this game, so now Brie has a better understanding of his opponent. Sometimes your opponent catches you off guard, and you kind of get a sense for what they're capable of when you play your first game with them.
Very true. Especially in a tournament match, maybe Brie had a certain specific plan they were going to do. All of a sudden, 18 pops, archers come and hit you in the face, and it's like, well, that plan you had before, now you got to do something different. So, exactly.
So I am loaded into the second game, which is 4 lakes.
Let's see. I'm loading it as we speak. Let's see. You go nuts. Let me load this up in Capture Age. All right, you can go ahead and start. I'm at 25 seconds because I loaded up Capture Age, and just let me know when you're there. I'll hit play.
All right. Let me unpause here, and I will get to 25 seconds as well. So we have Brie in the blue as the Lithuanians in the south. And we have Yo-Yo Dude playing as the green Japanese in the north. So I'm at 30 seconds now, Ronald Rage, so you can go ahead and unpause. And let me know when you're at 30 seconds, and then I'll unpause.
Yep, I am there.
All right. So, Japanese versus Lithuanians on 4 lakes. What do you think?
Honestly, I haven't played 4 lakes at all. I played it when I was a complete scrub at this game, and I used to just wall off half the map. So, you tell me. I mean, I would assume a good hybrid build where you take water, maybe try and sneak a dock. I've seen at the higher levels, that's what people do. But it's just been so long since I played this map. I really don't know what the meta is, to be honest with you.
First of all, I like how there is a relic exactly in the center of the map. I think that's pretty fun. I think that the reason that Lithuanians are a popular civ on 4 lakes is because of their insta-dock. But strangely, Brie is not going insta-dock. Like, Lithuanians start with extra food, and they can put off food collection for longer to take wood to get this dock and fishing ship up sooner. So they basically kind of start a villager ahead.
Yep.
Japanese are just great on hybrid maps in general. Their fishing ships have more HP and I believe an improved work rate as well. Yes. So it'd be interesting to see what Yo-Yo Dude does. I think that ultimately Japanese have an advantage in the late game push. Their halbs are just insane. I don't care how OP people say the Lightus are. Japanese halbs are more OP. Oh, yeah. And Brie's already got Brie's got his dock up, but his dock is coming up around the same time as Yo-Yo Dude's dock, so I'm not convinced that this is insta-dock Yo-Yo Dude. Brie has the same amount of villagers. They essentially have no town center idle time. Yo-Yo Dude with 2 seconds and Brie with 0.
Yeah, so see, I know this with Nomad, why people pick Lithuanians, because it's similar to Italians. You can get a fishing ship out much quicker. So that's weird that Brie didn't go for that, because normally that's why I would assume you would pick this. The Civ would have that extra fishing ship out. It does make a difference, that's for sure.
Brie getting loom now. I'm not sure what's up with that. It didn't look like he was housed. Maybe he's planning some aggressive walling project, or maybe he's planning on walking out across the map now and building many, many docks and wishes to improve the survivability of that villager.
Yeah, I'm sure loom is just a good upgrade to have on this map in general, just because you're going to be sending villagers all over the place for docks or buildings or whatever you need. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Yo-Yo Dude does though with the Tattoo Rush Game 1. Um, I'm definitely curious with the Japanese. Is he just gonna go boom, or is he gonna try and go for maybe like some feudal or some castle age aggression?
I'm not sure. Booming is not really Yo-Yo Dude's style.
Yep,
He's playing
exactly.
playing hide and go seek with this boar here. All right, he does finally
Yeah,
get it down.
well, dangerous. One hit away there.
So 2 fishing ships for Brie and 2 fishing ships for Yo-Yo Dude. They are continuing to make fishing. Otherwise, they're pretty much exactly the same. Yo-Yo Dude is going to be a villager ahead because Yo-Yo Dude does not have loom and Brie does. So
Yep.
sometimes on 4 lakes you can actually get lucky and you can go, and it looks like Brie is looking for it now, scout your opponent's pond, and if your opponent has not walled their villager in, you can get a villager pick if they don't have loom. So let's watch this pretty carefully to see if that's what Brie does to Yo-Yo Dude's
Sure.
villager. Come on, do it.
Here we go.
No, just
Ooh,
passing. Oh, he sees it now.
just missed it.
And Yo-Yo Dude saw it too, so he's pulling this villager back. He will save the villager. It's close enough to the
Looks
town
like he
center.
will. Yeah, he will.
But I think Brie could have, if Brie had been paying attention sooner, he could have killed that villager. Could have, like,
100%.
blocked its path and stuff. But Yo-Yo Dude was
One thing
able to get a head start back.
One thing I'm not a fan of is Yo-Yo Dude had 2 cows and a sheep just kind of sitting outside of his base. Um, kind of got lucky that Bree didn't see those, but they were just kind of sitting there at 7 minutes. I mean, I'm sure you expect your opponent to scout you eventually, so
So if we
maybe that
look,
was just he wasn't paying attention, or hopefully he doesn't do that normally. Just leave those out there.
if we look at Bree's dock, Bree has a villager that is walled in with palisades against the dock and is taking the shorefish. So that's the way to do it if you're not going to get loom. Now Bree has loom as well, so he's even safer. Japanese fish also work very fast, says Yo-Yo Dude. Yes, we mentioned that earlier. So Bree was on the prowl looking for, or Yo-Yo Dude was on a prowl looking for one of Bree's villagers to pick off, but Bree was safe. So we have another villager coming across the map here for Bree. I think he's going to dock the right pond.
I think he's actually looking for Yo-Yo Dude's pond. Look at that. Changing his direction.
Hmm.
And I was about to say, even though Bree is down a game, they've been playing very well. Like you said, walling in the villager, getting loom. Last game, quick walls. Not losing a vill for quite a while, even though they lost the game all the way. But let's see this game. Yeah, I got a inkling that this should be a good game here.
So both players are making a sneaky advance toward each other's ponds. You can see that Yo-Yo Dude is headed south toward Bree's pond, and Bree is just reaching the beach of Yo-Yo Dude's pond now. Bree is feudal age first, but Yo-Yo Dude will not be far behind, and Bree's going to wall that villager in with some partially built palisades and then build the dock. Or maybe fully built palisades, never mind. So just so that Yo-Yo Dude can't scout it and use his scout to kill Bree's villager while it's building the dock. Scouts in feudal age are much more dangerous against villagers. They can kill a loomed villager. And Yo-Yo Dude doing the same. So it's just a mirror strategy as far as I can tell so far. Yo-Yo Dude, 1 villager ahead because, okay, he does have loom because of idle time, I guess. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yo-Yo Dude has more idle town center time and yet is a villager ahead.
I saw that as well. Does he still not have loom? Is that what it is?
No, they both have loom.
He has loom. Yeah. Interesting.
So
it probably counts the fishing ships. It's a
villager. That could be.
It's a villager, it says.
26 villagers and 27 villagers for Bree. All right, yeah, that makes more sense. So it is counting fishing. You're right. Yo-Yo Dude has more fish than Brie
Yep.
does. Brie's already got his
Yeah.
galley here, though, keeping an eye on Yo-Yo Dude's dock. And Yo-Yo Dude has
Yeah.
his galley, keeping an eye on Brie's dock. So, wait a second, what was this over
Interesting.
here? Did this scout just kill something at this house? We may have missed that, boys. It
I
looks like there
saw.
is one Eco KD, Yo-Yo Dude killing one villager. So yes, he killed
Yep.
Brie's villager up here. Explains
Yep.
where it is now.
But this is going to be all about the multitasking, microing on multiple sides, and I know Yo-Yo Dude. He sometimes he hates to multitask. He's more about that knowledge and good build orders. I'm curious to see how he deals against this aggression and also at the same time attacking his opponent. We'll have to see.
Yeah, this is why I don't play meta, because just whoever plays the meta strategy better wins. And so far it looks like it's
Exactly.
Yo-Yo Dude. He's got
Hmm.
3 ships out attacking Bree's dock. Bree has 2 attacking Yo-Yo Dude's dock, but Yo-Yo Dude has built another dock in the left corner, and Bree has not made it out there so far. Bree has got this section walled, but this palisade is basically useless. It's only got 250 health, and there's a big graceless hill here, so if Yo-Yo Dude really wanted to, he could stand up here with like 6 archers and destroy this wall pretty quickly. I would have preferred if he had walled across and then like this to the wood line.
Yeah, having 2 pawns to 1, I think is going to make a big difference here for sure.
So
Sure, you have the better gathering range, but even if he wasn't Japanese, I'd say Yo-Yo Dude does have a slight advantage here for sure.
so Bree needs to force drop and click off. Well, it's going to be about right. So he can click up to the castle age now. And he is on his way, maybe? Hopefully? Come on, Bree, click.
Hey, he's
Must
got
be
the
busy microing a
resources.
battle. Oh,
Yep,
Yo-Yo
there
Dude
we
is
go.
on his fish. That's what delayed him. And he is on Yo-Yo Dude's fish, or he's about to be.
But yeah, his dock is almost. Let's see what Yo-Yo Dude is actually. That is a mistake. I think his back pond. He's not there. There he goes. Finally starting to make galleys. He needed to be making those galleys, or maybe a demo long before that because he got his opponent's dock pretty low and he doesn't have a villager around. But as long as that dock stays alive, it's going to continue making attacking units.
So
And there goes the fish. That's big.
Bree has lost all of his fish to Yo-Yo Dude's fires. And now
Yep.
Yo-Yo Dude is losing all of his fish to Bree's fires. Although Yo-Yo Dude's fish have 120 HP. So it is going to take longer for these fires to kill them. And it looks like Yo-Yo Dude is just going to let them go, too. He's got this other dock over here on the left, and I don't think Bree has scouted it. So
True.
Bree may have scouted that lake, but he doesn't know that Yo-Yo Dude has a dock over there. So Bree, in turn,
I'm
is
a big
going to
fan
the
of
lake
that.
on the right-hand side.
Do you see this galley on the left? I'm a huge fan of that. I don't know if that's the meta, quote unquote, or what, but being able to scout it, see if your
Mm-hmm.
opponent's gonna. Because look, he's gonna dock.
Yep.
Bree's looking to dock that, but the galley will catch that and kill that villager.
So Bree is hitting the castle age now. Yo-Yo Dude is only a few seconds behind. Yo-Yo Dude building double stables. Really? Come on, man. Knights? Yeah, Yo-Yo Dude is getting the first armor upgrade. What is with Japanese freaking knights? You see them all the time. Like, I'm just going to FC into many, many knights. Yo-Yo Dude
Yeah.
has 2 stables, though, so he's going to be able to pump knights out twice as fast. Bree only
Yeah,
has
that
1 stable, and Bree is
third
investing in
stable.
the ship upgrades, too, which I think is a mistake. I don't think... Unless...
True.
I guess he's planning on taking his pond back, and Yo-Yo Dude's just like, nah, we'll just leave this pond. It's fine. I've got this other pond over here.
That
So,
patrolling galley is making the difference. That might be the difference in this entire game. That one galley, because there's so much food in these ponds, and if Bree can't contest that left pond, and Yo-Yo Dude can contest that right pond, we'll see. But like you said, it's 3 stables to 1 right now, so I think that food income's going to be the big difference here.
so Yo-Yo Dude needs to use these stables. He needs to make sure he buys enough food. to keep production flowing from those two stables. Brie has not scouted the stables, although he's starting to send knights over to Yo-Yo Dude's base. Both of these players playing the meta. So whoever does it better will be the winner here.
Yep.
And there is
Pretty
a
much.
knight already in on Yo-Yo Dude's wood line. Yo-Yo Dude retaining control of the left pond. Yep. Brie controlling Yo-Yo Dude's top pond. And Brie has retaken his pond in the south. And they're both on the pond in the right, and I don't think either one recognizes that because they're both slowly fishing. Oh, no, wait. Yo-Yo Dude is making a galley. All right, never mind. No, Yo-Yo Dude knows. Now, where's this knight fight? Yo-Yo Dude, okay, he's going to win the knight fight because he has 7 knights to Brie's 1 stable. Brie getting down a monastery, but that's not going to do anything. There's too many knights in his
Brie
eco.
With no upgrades. Yeah, Brie with no upgrades as well. That's going to, I believe, be a huge difference.
So Yo-Yo Dude is going to kill so many villagers with all of these knights. He already has +2. The villagers are going to
understand why this is the meta. I mean,
crowd under the town center.
Here. This is why this is the meta, because how do you stop this unless you also have fish and stables of your own? Well, monks, actually.
Yeah, so Brie is going to convert a single villager, but Yo-Yo Dude has killed 21 of his economy and lost only 9. So I think that this is over.
Agreed.
But we've seen that in the King of Ireland tournament, where one player was Castle Age around the same time as his opponent, and they throw down 2 stables instead of just building 1. And even though they can't afford to continuously produce from both those stables, they just get a big group of knights out and kill a bunch of enemy economy and then take the lead. And that's exactly what happened here. So, mirror matchup. The difference was 2 stables. 2 stables versus 1 stable. And Brie upgrading his ships, which didn't really do him anything in the long run.
And this reminds me of something I learned from Hera a long time ago when I was learning how to play Age of Empires, is if you're not going to go for full army, make sure you're fully walled. Don't let those knights into your base, because you're going to have way less army, and you see what happens here. And you only had, look, we only had 1 town center to defend. It's not like he was spread thin or anything, but just numbers alone is going to beat you this time. Well played from Yo-Yo Dude, though.
So
with the 2-0.
Yep, so Yo-Yo Dude has 2 of the battles so far. 2 wins against Brie. And I'm not sure how to make this actually unselected. So we're just going to leave Brie as the remaining 3. But yeah, it's for maybe some of the folks that aren't as experienced with Age of Empires watching, like something that I've learned is the higher up you go, the more important even the smallest things become. And if you make the slightest mistake, it could be forgiven at, certain things could be forgiven at the 1100 or 1200 level that you just can't get away with at the 1500 level. And as you go up, those things get smaller and smaller in detail. Yo-Yo Dude with 2 decisive wins. So now we're going to go to Haboob, which is...
It was 1 galley and 2 buildings that made the difference in that game. But it was such a it snowballs in a game like Age of Empires. That's just how it is. So Haboob, as you were saying.
So I am at 2 seconds. Let me know when you're ready to go.
I am ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
So in the blue we have Brie playing as the Magyars, and in the green we have Yo-Yo Dude playing as the Celts. So Brie is in the northwest side and Yo-Yo Dude is in the southeast side. Haboob is known for its 2 large piles of wood in between the players. There's a relic and a Nubian pyramid in the exact center. And then there is a layer of unbuildable terrain surrounding a ring of wood on the outside. So you cannot wall this off, unfortunately. So walling is super awkward, super difficult on this map. That's why I hate it and everybody else loves it. Yes, T-Bomber, it is a best of 5.
I kind of like this matchup. Magyars with a great scout rush and, you know, Celts with their infantry. Well, it's faster moving, right? When you reach
Yep.
feudal age, and then it's so I like both of the picks here, and it should be interesting. One, I'm sure Yo-Yo Dude gonna be going for that siege infantry, and then Bree with the cavalry, maybe some cav archers in the late game.
Mm-hmm. So I think that this is a pick for this is a situation in a Civ matchup for getting a quick, easy win. I really think that Magyars on Haboob is just so OP. It's very difficult to wall off properly. The scouts are everywhere. Sure, you can wall in your wood line, but then you've got all of your golds and stones out there. So my prediction is we'll see Bree go some really fast scouts build, get scouts out, and kill a bunch of Yo-Yo Dude villagers. And Yo-Yo Dude will resign before hitting the Castle Age. Because that is really the Magyar playbook here. That's my prediction.
I mean, Scouts is probably the best build order on this map, and Magyars is the best scout Civ. Scout rush Civ, essentially.
Oh, look at this. This is
Look
spicy.
at that.
We got Yo-Yo Dude trying to lame Bree's elephant. That's not going to work. Bree has just as much APM as Yo-Yo Dude does in Age of Arcades. And he's going to be able to block this all day long. Wait a second.
Yo-Yo Dude is bringing a villager,
He's
though.
brought a villager forward. Did Yo-Yo Dude get Loom? I think that surprised Bree. Oh my goodness,
He did
Yo-Yo
get
Dude
Loom.
stealing the boar. I can't believe it. So now Bree is going to have to go steal Yo-Yo Dude's boar.
Well played. But Yo-Yo Dude's probably going to expect this, so let's see how this goes. That's how laming
Like
goes.
Socotra. I don't think Bree knows where that boar is, though. Yo-Yo Dude is going to want to have to... He's going to want to get that as soon as possible. No, actually, Bree does know where that elephant is. But Bree's going to find this other elephant. And, come on. Make it fair, Bree. How you supposed to do scouts if you don't get your elephants? Okay, he's bringing in his elephant now. Where is Bree's other elephant? No, he has milled his deer. All right, he is not going to lame an elephant.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think. He's watching this elephant. He goes for it. Look at that.
I like this. Just pay attention to that scout.
Idle time be
Two
damned.
sheep as well. Oh, Yo-Yo Dude.
Oh, Yo-Yo Dude will take the sheep back.
Yeah, and that's the trouble with laming is your opponent knows if as long as they've scouted that area, they know they can see it.
Emu Warrior has.
Whenever people.
Sorry, go ahead, Ronald Rage. I was just responding to chat.
No, I was just saying. At least in the ladder that I've played, the times I've gotten lamed, very few times have the opponents actually gotten away with it. Normally, you see it coming. As long as you respond correctly, as Yo-Yo Dude just did, that boar's going to come right back. Scout is dead, and Yo-Yo Dude with a massive advantage now.
So, Emu Warrior is in chat and says, Bree is annoying to play. I've lost to him before in a tournament. Super annoying because he loves to be aggro. Oh, we've got a 2 militia drush here from Yo-Yo Dude. How did I miss that? So Bree has garrisoned his town center now. And town center, unfortunately, not getting ballistics, though. But he does manage to pick off one of the militia.
Yep.
And Bree is building a barracks now.
Yeah, Bree has very good micro, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Very good quick walling skills. Everything I've seen from Bree so far, as far as mechanics go, have been very well. Decision making, maybe not as much, but yeah, definitely the micro has been on point.
Yeah, Yo-Yo Dude's decision making has definitely been way better this show match.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That comes from probably just experience playing with us and everybody. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know much about Bree, but Bree was in.
A very smart player. I've noticed that from playing with him personally. He's a very intelligent player. Knows a lot about the game. Well, let's see. Bree is still not up to feudal age yet.
He's really struggling from the lack of food here.
Yeah.
Look at his idle time climbing up. It's almost as high as Yo-Yo Dude's now. No doubt all this town center idle time attributed to Yo-Yo Dude's stealing of the boar. And Brie does finally cook up, although he's really going to struggle to have the food to do much. But, I mean, who knows? Yo-Yo Dude is going to destroy this house of Brie's. Oh, Brie's coming out with some villagers. Wants to keep that house alive. And indeed, if that house went down, Brie would be housed. Yo-Yo Dude coming back. Yo-Yo Dude has added another militia, which is an interesting choice. And now this mill is just flooded with villagers.
Yep.
But it was definitely decision-making that won Yo-Yo Dude the past 2 games. That's all I mean to say. I don't mean to discount Brie or his abilities. But Yo-Yo Dude saw something in those games that put him over the top.
Definitely, and I agree with what you said with the food. I'm used to playing Franks where you can just get a bunch on wood, and then once you get feudal, throw out a bunch of farms. What are you gonna do here as Magyars?
Why
I mean, when the berries run out, they run out, and you have nothing left unless you throw out some farms.
Yep, Haboob, Emu Warrior. And what I don't understand is why is Brie going on stone, and why does Brie have 3 on gold? What is this? Okay, this is a range, so he is going archers. Which is not what I was expecting at all.
Probably tower rushes.
I don't know.
Especially him walling in these villagers, this tells me it's going to be a tower rush.
He may be looking at it from the perspective that he doesn't have enough food to go scouts, so he's going to make archers instead.
True, yep.
And yes, there's a tower. Yo-Yo Dude has to evacuate his woodline. I think that Brie knew about that. Yeah, that's why he's towering there, because he scouted the lumber camp. So Yo-Yo Dude is going to be feudal age here in just a few seconds. Look at how much he's got on gold. This is a Huang level gold mining operation right here. And what does Yo-Yo Dude do with it? He is making an archery range as well.
Yep.
Best thing to do when you're being tower rushed, I guess. Go archers. Prevent them from quick walling.
This is the thing. I mean, this tower, in my opinion, does literally nothing. I mean, sure, it caused some idle time with your villagers having to go across the map, but now Yo-Yo Dude is free to take wood in the back of his base. Quote-unquote back of his base, but...
ooh, this is awkward.
Yeah, we'll see.
Brie is just now scouting Yo-Yo Dude's 10 villagers on gold, or however many that is. It's 11.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to tower that too. And he needs to get his archers with fletching. If he could get like 4 or 5 archers on this gold with fletching, it would be over for Yo-Yo Dude.
True. Very true, actually.
But I don't know if he's going to
Yo-Yo Dude does have a back gold, though. I mean, I say back gold in quotations, obviously, because it's impossible to wall on this map. But, yeah, Yo-Yo Dude's tower is going to be first. Look at that.
Brie actually canceling his tower and building it further back. So it will still deny the gold, but I don't think it will be in range of this other tower.
Yeah, he just got fletching too. That's going to be big. Yo-Yo Dude doesn't even have a blacksmith yet, so...
Yo-Yo Dude says this map is anti-arena, not anti-clown. I agree with that, and I wish people would make that distinction more often. So these skirmishers are going to spell trouble for Brie's archers unless he gets that tower up quickly. The good news is skirmishers deal literally no damage, or very little damage to villagers, so he will be free to get this up.
Yep. Like I said, let's see if Yo-Yo Dude goes straight to this back gold, because it's going to take a long time if... It looks like he's just going to stone, because I was about to say, if Brie wants to tower that back gold, it's going to take a very long time to take your villagers all the way across the map through Yo-Yo Dude's base and tower that gold. Sure, there's a hill there, but we'll have to see what Brie does. I'm sure some archers on there could be good. So we'll have to see.
This is a really good tower from Brie. It forced Yo-Yo Dude to abandon his gold even after he towered it, which is...
Agreed.
Which is not ideal. Yo-Yo Dude has the talent of making any map clown maps. So, let's explain the difference. Clownery does not mean monks, and it doesn't necessarily mean trebuchets and siege or anything like that. Clownery means one town center pressure, maximum amount of resources invested in killing your opponent. So you're not booming, you are making military or going up to the next stage, and you are spending resources in a more direct kill my opponent approach. That's what clownery is. It's just monks are an excellent way to clown, but they are not the only way to clown. You can clown with a tattoo brush too, you can clown with siege, you can pretty much clown with anything.
Oh, with Hussite wagons.
You can clown with Hussite wagons, plush werewolf will attest.
Brutal. Yep. I think Brie's throwing Yo-Yo Dude off a little bit here. Look at the supply now all of a sudden. I mean, Yo-Yo Dude was looking good there early feudal age, but I'm surprised he didn't get onto this back gold here.
Yeah, this
try and get up to castle.
Stone decision where Yo-Yo Dude has 13 on stone is just mystifying me. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine if Yo-Yo Dude had built, instead of building this mining camp, if he had built a lumber camp back here and was taking wood. Now, he may have felt that he needed something on stone to secure that stone, or to secure towers, but it's costing him a lot. He's got almost enough stone to build a castle. So this stone is really slowing him down. Brie's looking for damage. Yo-Yo Dude will have defenses here.
Sure.
But boy, is he behind. So meanwhile, look at this massive farming eco from Brie.
Yep.
And so Brie is thinking about Castle Age. He's building a stable, building a market. He already has a blacksmith. He wants to go knights as Magyars, because who doesn't want to go knights as Magyars? Alright, looks like Yo-Yo Dude is diversifying his portfolio. And he is going to take gold instead, because apparently 915 gold is not enough in the feudal age.
Yeah, but look at this. His berry bush just ran out. Now he has just a few on food. Meanwhile, like you said, Brie with a very healthy farming eco. Although, no horse collar. So those farms will run out eventually. But, yeah, I have a feeling Brie's going to be up to Castle Age a lot quicker than Yo-Yo Dude this game.
So this this lumber camp here is a mistake from Yo-Yo Dude. Why would you build your lumber camp here? And Yo-Yo Dude is in chat. Explain yourself, Yo-Yo Dude. Why? Why this lumber camp here? Imagine if that lumber camp were in the back and your opponent had to run past your town center to get to it. Then not only would you have more time to get a proper defense, but you would also see it coming potentially. Alright, did we just have a villager fight somewhere and I missed it?
He actually rushed down the tower with his villagers, which was actually a nice move.
Oh.
Recognizing it was just one tower by itself, 6 villagers can totally rush that down.
Yo-Yo Dude says, it looked okay when I built it. Yeah, that is a good move. A lot of people are, like, terrified of towers, but you can rush towers down pretty easily if they're not being protected by military or another tower.
Like a second tower right next to them. Yep, exactly.
But Brie is going to be up in about a minute here, and he's going to have bloodlines and the first armor right off the bat. He's got 2 stables down, so he's not making the same mistake as last time. Not going to give his opponent time to get ahead of him in military.
Yeah, Age of Empires sometimes, especially at early feudal, early castle timings and numbers, is key.
So Yo-Yo is also on his way up to Castle Age. Yo-Yo Dude getting the first armor, but does not get bloodlines. So Brie is Castle Age.
A prediction here. If he can get it up, I bet you Yo-Yo Dude places a castle right on top of that middle relic. Right in front of that tower where all those guys are mining chopping wood. Let's see though, because we got plenty of knights coming out, so he might even not ever have the opportunity to do it. Those knights. But Celts, this is what I thought at the beginning of the game. Maybe if he gets some pikemen numbers, he can chase them down.
I mean, maybe, but Yo-Yo Dude's eco is already weak.
Right, easier.
He's 6 villagers behind.
Skirms against knights.
These are Magyar knights with free attack upgrades. Bree is even going to pull these weak knights back and probably heal them. He's building, yep, he just finished a monastery now. And here comes the next wave. So
Look at this micro.
This is
That's actually very well played.
This is 1500. This is 1500 ranking right here. Being able to keep track of all this stuff.
I'm impressed for sure.
I'm jealous. And a little and secretly impressed. Alright, so Yo-Yo Dude stonewalling. Yes, I love stonewalls. He says
Knights will not get in there.
I need pikemen and I need them now.
Yes.
But Yo-Yo Dude, pretty resilient. This game did not go the path that I thought it was going to go. And I think it all started from Yo-Yo Dude's decision to lame Brie to prevent Brie from going scouts, which I think was a good decision.
It was a very good decision. As you said, normally this would be a free win for Magyars with, I mean, I would assume you can literally just go double stable and just flood, and then how is your opponent going to take any resources? Maybe you just need one, but I like going 2 stable with Magyar sometimes.
Emu Warrior says, don't worry, Tech, I can teach you. Maybe Emu Warrior is referring to those brain implants that they sell on Amazon that you can buy that improve your APM for Age of Empires. It just makes you click faster.
Hey, how much do those go for, Tech?
I have no idea. I think it costs you like a little bit of karma, maybe. Who knows? On Arena, Magyars die, says Yo-Yo Dude. It's true. Arena is a terrible map for Magyars. Because Arena is a Pike Siege map, and Magyars hate Pike Siege. For sure. Magyars are all about that mobility and picking unfair fights. I do not have...
+2 Knights just running around, just idling the entire eco of Yo-Yo Dude. I would have liked a castle in the front here, but... I mean, and you have pikemen, so you can kind of defend the villagers, but I'm not really sure what Yo-Yo Dude's waiting for. He has 1,700 gold, 1,400 stone.
He got so much extra gold because he has to constantly react to Brie, and he can. I feel like Yo-Yo Dude just cannot get a break here. He's constantly reacting to Brie, repositioning his pikemen to minimize the damage. And if he just had a minute to just sit back and relax, he'd say, "Oh, I have 2K gold. Let's buy in," or he'd do something with it.
True. Yep.
Magyar CA better than Mingadai, says Emu Warrior. Ah.
Full crap. Yeah, right.
I don't. I think Emu comes here. He looks for a fight.
Magyar CA are very good.
I mean, Emu. That's the kind of.
Tell me they're gonna win.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
No,
come on.
They're not.
I can just picture Emu Warrior sitting with a sign that says Magyar CA better than Mingadai on like a folding plastic table in front of a college campus. Change my mind.
You know what, guys? Anybody with low APM, this is how you. I mean, sure, this guy, Brie has great mics and everything, but if you just rally units into the back, attack on the right, attack on the left, and just pay attention to all the important spaces, and don't lose your units. That's really what RTS is all about: is using your actions more effectively than your opponent's actions. Because I personally don't really have a very high APM. So in order to get good, I gotta know how to play well.
So like Yo-Yo Dude is castle dropping this giant wood line here instead of the middle. Yep. It's kind of to protect this gold. I think I don't like these crossbowmen, and I'll tell you why. Scorpions. Is Yo-Yo Dude really the kind of micro nerd to where Yo-Yo Dude is going to out-micro Brie's scorpions if he makes them? Plus, Yo-Yo can make his own scorpions, and then these crossbowmen will struggle. Brie invested in, like, the range, he invested in the armor, he invested in the crossbow upgrade. Wouldn't it have been easier to drop a second Siege Workshop? Like, make double Siege Workshop scorpions?
Yeah.
Maybe that's naive.
Especially as Celts. No, especially as Celts. I definitely see your point. They fire 25% faster, so they're a lot better than your average scorpions.
Yeah, for Celts.
But maybe he's too worried that the Mangonel will just counter it.
But if Brie saved up for like 2 rams and charged this tower with 2 rams and all of his crossbows and his knights, he could take down this tower, and he could probably take down Yo-Yo Dude's town center. So Yo-Yo Dude really does not have a lot for pikemen. He's got 14 pikemen, and Brie has 10 knights. So 10 knights and 13 crossbowmen beat 14 pikemen any day of the week. But Yo-Yo Dude just trying to establish like a defensive perimeter here so that he can catch his breath and figure out what to do. He's got over 3k gold, and he's adding a second town center.
Look at all these knights on the left doing nothing. I'm kind of curious what... I mean, sure, there's a castle there, but...
I don't even...
He's been sitting there for the past minute, yeah.
I didn't even see when that castle went up there. He must have snuck that up. Another town center being added here for Brie. Otherwise, Brie is going to be on 3 town centers, and Yo-Yo Dude's on 2.
Yep. Bill count is getting out of control now. Yo-Yo Dude's food income has just been so much lower than Brie's the past, 5-10 minutes. And this is when it kind of spirals out of control, definitely.
Well, Yo-Yo Dude is kind of a clown. I hate to say it, but doesn't like to boom. John CZ3 has to go to bed because 4 a.m. comes way too fast, and I'm short on sleep from the extra work the last 2 days. JC, thanks for coming. We really appreciate you. Hopefully you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. And please always remember that you can catch the recording as soon as we're done here. It will be available on YouTube. So, where was I? Oh yeah, Yo-Yo Dude's clowning habits. Maybe Yo-Yo Dude might be kind of in this weird situation where he's like, well, I don't want to boom too much because I don't want my opponent to come kill me because I'm investing in building town centers and villagers. But on the other hand, Yo-Yo Dude might be thinking, holy crap, my opponent's booming. I need to try to catch up and make military instead of villagers. Or make more villagers. So it might just be a situation of Yo-Yo Dude's kind of penned into his own little space, and he doesn't really have much access on what Brie is up to over here. For all Yo-Yo Dude knows, in fact, let me shift to Yo-Yo Dude's perspective. For all Yo-Yo Dude knows, like, Brie has got 60 knights massed up here, and he's about to charge in, right? It's hard to say what's going on because his opponent has the map control.
Very true. And, I mean, as we've seen in the last 2 games, I mean, it can very well work for you playing that way. So, definitely a very good point there. It's always hard to know what your opponent's doing at all times, and I guess that's what scouting's about, you know? It's always hard to know what to do at every moment, but, yeah, at least this game, Brie is definitely, like, as you see, up to Imp. And I think once he hits Imperial Age, Yo-Yo Dude might call the GG. Maybe not. We'll see. He might be able to fight back. But just this massive army. Brie making all the correct decisions this game. Maybe not all the correct decisions in the very early game, losing that boar. But definitely playing his way out of a tough situation.
I mean, I don't know. I think that Brie was like, well, I can't go scouts, I have to go archers instead. And it just kind of improvised it from there. But improvisation is an important skill to have. So Brie is on his way to the Castle Age. He's building a castle. This castle is going to serve as a trebuchet platform to take down Yo-Yo Dude's castle. And he built another castle here to stare at Yo-Yo Dude's castle and prevent Yo-Yo Dude from taking his gold. So, once Brie hits Castle Age, he will start mass-producing trebuchets, and Yo-Yo Dude will probably resign. If he doesn't resign upon seeing it, he'll resign upon his castles going down. Yo-Yo Dude could buy Castle Age right now, but he doesn't want to give up this gold, because gold is very valuable.
Look at that Siege Workshop going unloading with 4 battering rams and 2 scorpions. But the castle actually shoot out the scorpions.
There's all kinds of siege in here, actually. And I missed when that siege was built.
Out of there. Here comes the Imperial Age, and there goes the GG. But you know what? We saw in Game 1 where Yo-Yo Dude really tried to mess with Brie early on, and he wasn't able to, got flustered and lost the game. So, well played this game. Not getting to, changing his game plan, continuing and get the win out of there. 4. Not a clean sweep.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Yo-Yo Dude. I think Ronald Rage was a little bit ahead. I know we started at the same time, but sometimes there's lag in Capture Age.
Uh-oh.
So we're still at the part where the Rams are diving the castle.
Oh, interesting. That's weird. Yeah, I just hit play at 10 seconds. I'm going to do the same with the next game.
Yep. Yo-Yo Dude calls the GG. He could have held in a little bit longer, but he's already a couple games ahead. So I probably would have called it here as well. If I had even made it to here, I would have gotten killed like 40 minutes ago. And we moved to Yo-Yo Dude's home map, which is Clown Arena.
Oh, yeah. And do you see the civs? I'm very curious how this game is going to be played out with these civs. Brie with the Malay and Yo-Yo Dude with Bohemians.
So what are you on? 10 seconds?
10 seconds, yes.
All right. 1 sec. Okay, I'm also on 10 seconds. Let's unpaused. 3, 2, 1.
Cool. So Malay, I've heard mixed opinions. I've heard some people, cough, Viper, cough,
Yeah.
say it's the best Civ in all of Arena. And I've heard other people say it's not a very good Civ for Arena. So I'm curious to see just how Brie plays this out. What kind of, because obviously Malay with the faster researching times, you're gonna have to alter your build and have your own special build for Arena with the Civ. So I'm just definitely curious to see how Brie plays this out here.
Well, you know, look. To Viper looks at this like as villagers now. Viper looks at it like Malay advance faster, so therefore their town centers spend less time advancing, so therefore they can make villagers instead, and they can have a villager lead for the same advancement times. So that's how the Viper is looking at it. The way that I look at it, and I consider myself a little bit more of a clown than the Viper. The Viper likes to boom more than I do. And heck, he's a hell of a lot better at it than I am.
He's like he plays everything.
Yeah,
Water,
he's the best player in the world,
everything.
right? So,
Yeah.
But here's what I like about Malay. On Arena. You ready? Stone walls. Within your stone walls, you can build buildings that your opponent will not scout. Think about that. What can Malay do on Arena? And the answer is, well, pretty much anything, right? Malay have pretty open monks. Yeah. They've got open monks, so Malay could monk rush. They've got faster advancement times, so they could go fast Imperial. With their fast Imperial, they could go monk Treb if they wanted, or they could go Arbalist or something like that. Malay have those cheap elephants, so they could go Elephant Rush. They could go Karambit Stomp. Malay can do pretty much anything, or they could just boom. They could just go FC and boom up. So I really like Malay on Arena, even though I never play them. But in theory, Malay are a fantastic Civ on Arena because of their unpredictability. Because of the fact that they start with this shell of stone walls that denies your opponent scouting information about what you're up to. And because of the variety that's available to you, you can really catch some people off guard. At least in theory, this is how I feel about Malay on Arena.
How's their blacksmith tech tree?
I believe it's completely open, except that they are missing the final 2 armor on their cavalry, which balances out the fact that their elephants are so cheap.
Gotcha. And that makes sense. That makes sense, though. Because I've been trying to find like a Civ to play 1v1 Arena. Right now it's Mongols and Britons, but I think I'm going to try and learn, a little Malay build order, try and figure out this Civ, because it seems very good. As you said, they're very unpredictable. And with those faster up times, you get to squeeze out more villagers, and as long as you don't, run out of food or do anything wrong,
right,
should work out pretty well.
And melee can be tricky because you're not used to those faster advancements, so you don't collect as many resources while you're advancing. But once you get the hang of that build order, I feel like melee can be very strong on Arena. Now, having said that, Byzantines are still the superior civ, in my opinion, on Arena. But melee could be fun too. And so Brie is clicking up at 20 pop.
Yep.
Now, 20 pop is already fast for Arena. He's been pushing in a lot of his deer. I don't see anything on stone or... Okay, there it is.
There it goes. I've heard about this build order, actually. Yep.
So, 20 pop is even faster for melee on Arena because they advance faster. So not only are you clicking up on a lower number of villagers, but you also advance faster. So Yo-Yo Dude is Bohemians here, just kind of minding his own business. Doot-de-doot-de-doo. Bohemians are unpredictable on Arena as well. They can go chemistry crossbows in Castle Age. They have fully open monasteries. They could go fast Imperial. They can do Monk Treb in Fast Imp, or they can do Gunpowder in Fast Imp, and Yo-Yo Dude, he loves his Gunpowder. So both civs are unpredictable. I would say melee are slightly less predictable than Bohemians are, but Bohemians are slightly overpowered in a way that melee are not. Look at this awful disaster lumber camp or mining camp here from Yo-Yo Dude. What a real Tetris mining camp here.
Tower coming up. I wasn't expecting the tower. I was expecting the 2 immediate upgrades, the eco upgrades, because that's the build with melee. Is you get the eco upgrades super quickly. You squeeze out a bunch more villagers in Feudal Age, and then you go to Castle Age a little bit later. But because of the faster research time, apparently you can reach Castle Age just a little bit after your opponent. But normally you don't tower rush, so I'm definitely curious to see. Normally, Yo-Yo Dude, he has a reputation for playing very well against tower rushes, at least when I play with him. So let's see what happens here.
So,
at least on Arena.
Yo-Yo Dude, the nice thing about the tower rush is that it counters a fast Imperial build, right? You can't click up to the Feudal Age on 28 pop. And even on 27 pop, you're going to struggle. Because there is going to be a window in which your opponent has a tower and villagers battering away at your very weak stone walls. Because you're in Dark Age. So, Brie built this tower without knowing that Yo-Yo Dude's secondary gold is there. But when he breaks in, he is going to be pleasantly surprised about it. And he is going to be able to tower that and deny that as well. So,
but look at this.
The challenge for Brie...
I'm sorry, but Yo-Yo Dude does have a back stone and a back gold, and that could be very huge with this tower rush.
So,
sorry, go ahead. Though.
Brie is going to have to recognize, since he knows nothing of Yo-Yo Dude's base. Oh, he hasn't even scouted the tower. Or the gold, there we go. And Yo-Yo Dude is going to batter that tower down. Brie is going to have to recognize, once he sees this Feudal Age, okay, I forced a reaction out of my opponent. My opponent is no longer able to do one of the strategies that are considered very powerful for them, and that he prefers to do. So Yo-Yo Dude is going to counter tower. This is perfect. So now Brie needs to pull back and focus on getting up to the Castle Age. Although, because Bohemians are overpowered, Yo-Yo Dude is going to be able to afford Castle Age pretty quickly. Although he's still making villagers. So I think my message for Brie here is, it's good to do this tower rush, and look at that, Yo-Yo Dude trapping Brie in to mess up Yo-Yo Dude's plans. But Brie needs to not overinvest in this.
Yeah, look, I don't know.
And look at the quick walls.
Random tower.
No, this tower's going to get battered down. All 3 of these villagers are dead for Brie, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a very nice house wall, dude, to recognize.
Yep.
That's Brie's only way out.
Yep.
Well done.
I did this in the Banana Open Classic too, where my opponent tower rushed me and I trapped his villagers inside. It wasn't as effective as Yo-Yo's because the guy that I was up against was like 400 elo higher than me. But it was still very annoying for him. So now Brie is gonna... I don't know, I think this tower will actually go up, but this other tower is garrisoned. He's making archers. All right, so he is really investing in this tower rush, which is a mistake because Bohemians can get Castle Age and clean this up pretty quickly. And Yo-Yo Dude is idling his town center exactly for that.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I was about to say, I'm surprised Yo-Yo Dude isn't up yet. There's the market. I was waiting for him to place that down.
With Bohemians, it only costs 75 wood, too. So Bohemians can throw down all of these farms for insane food income and not have to put that many on wood to support it. They can still get their buildings.
As well, yeah. Although the blacksmith, is the blacksmith cheaper as well? I'm not 100%.
Oh, actually, hold on. I don't know that market and blacksmith are cheaper. Oh, that's a blacksmith, says Yo-Yo Dude. Ah, okay. I'm getting it mixed up.
Yep.
So, Yo-Yo Dude will be in Castle Age first, unless Brie clicks up like super fast, because Malay can actually overtake other civilizations if they click up later, because they advance faster. I don't think Brie's going to do it, though. He doesn't quite have the resources. But, like, I don't know. He may have saved these villagers, but these villagers are dead right now. They might as well be dead, because they're not working. They're trapped in, and Yo-Yo Dude's tower prevents them from attacking the base of that other tower, so he's trying to batter his way out. Ultimately, I don't know if this forward range was worth it. I think he only made one archer. No, he made 2 archers and a skirmisher. So it just doesn't seem that worth it to me. And Brie lost 2 units and 1 villager. One of it was a villager. So
yeah,
I don't...
with this build, you try and go like 20, 22 farms. So, because you have horse collar, you have double bit axe, you know, and you're making extra villagers and feudal. So, I don't know. I guess you just try to go the tower rush route instead. But that's gonna cost him, you know, what, 3 minutes behind in Castle Age. So, although he's Malay, so maybe a little bit less than 3 minutes. It's gonna be a big difference.
And you know, that's really a great question. Is people say that tower rushing is fantastic on Arena, especially if you have a bad map. And what my question is, and I don't necessarily know that I have the answer to this, but when is it considered to have gotten value out of a tower rush? Like, what does your tower rush have to accomplish in order for it to be worth it? And I think part of that answer is maybe killing an unloomed villager, because it's very easy to put loom off on Arena, since you start with stone walls, and your opponent can be caught off guard by your tower rush and then forget that they don't have loom and pick fights that they wouldn't have picked if they remembered that they didn't have loom. But also, if you can deny resources through a tower rush on Arena, it can be very important, because Arena is about map control. You have a ring of wood, players start closer together, and so if you can take 20 or 15 tiles, what I'm saying is that the radius of control of a castle, right, the things that are in range of a castle, constitute a larger percentage of the playable area on Arena. So therefore, you have a lot of buildings and a lot of monks and a lot of, you know, slow things like siege on Arena, because they are fantastic for maintaining map control.
I got 2 questions. Well, not 2 questions. I got one thing that I will say. I love these outposts. They might be a, quote, noob thing to do, but I love these outposts. But also, my second question is, why is Yo-Yo Dude going to Imp? He has no castle. I guess he's going to go Bombard Cannon.
Oh yeah, this is
like,
fast imp into gunpowder. Yep.
Something? Okay, I guess it's just straight gunpowder. Okay.
He's got a range
really
coming down.
I didn't see anything, but now he's starting to make his game.
He's going to make hand cannons. He's getting chemistry now. And for Bohemians, they can get chemistry in the Castle Age. So he will have it by the time he reaches Imperial Age.
That makes a lot more sense. You know, a minute ago I was like, what is he doing? But now this actually makes a lot more sense. With the chemistry finishing right when you hit Imp. As long as he has a Siege Workshop, which he doesn't have, he can get Bombard Cannons.
Yo-Yo Dude loves his gunpowder.
I guess as of now, he's only going to have hand cannons. Brie with 10 more villagers right now, walling Yo-Yo Dude in.
Well,
I honestly love these outposts. Like anything Yo-Yo Dude makes that's not in the back of his base, he's gonna see. And whenever Yo-Yo Dude moves out, he's gonna know what's gonna come. And at the same time, he's grabbing all the relics. This is actually surprisingly, I thought Yo-Yo Dude had the advantage here with the faster imp, but if Brie can hold on and get up to Imperial Age himself, he might be okay here. I'm curious what you think, though, Tech.
no, I think Bree's pretty dead now. Yo-Yo Dude has the resources to mass produce hand cannons and bombard cannons, and
Even
he'll
with
use that
35 hills,
technology advantage.
that's enough.
I think so. Remember that Bree does not know what Yo-Yo Dude is up to. He's only now
True.
seeing the bombard cannon. So somehow this villager survives on 1 HP.
Yeah, that bomber cannon. He's gonna make another one, and that'll push everything back. True.
All right, the villager goes down. Cannon will clean up the tower, and Yo-Yo Dude needs to hit Bree before Bree can mass crossbowman, because a massive crossbowman could deal with hand cannons.
Sure, you just got to get that mass first, though. That's the key.
Yep. So Bree could afford a castle. He's got the stone for it, but a castle would be a waste because Yo-Yo Dude has fantastic siege coming. But Bree didn't scout any of the ranges or anything when he saw the Imperial Age, so he didn't exactly know what it was an imp into. And these gunners are shooting down the crossbowmen.
Yeah. Like, honestly, Bree with decent micro there, but still, Yo-Yo Dude just destroying everything.
So Bree has just gotten the first armor upgrade, which I think is a waste of time. If you know that your opponent is making monks and hand cannons, +1 defense against 17 attack isn't going to matter.
Yeah,
so
it's all about attack.
Husbandry is going to be important. I'm hoping to see Bree make elephants, but for whatever reason he's making light cav instead. I guess maybe he's concerned that he might be concerned that there are a couple monks that could convert as elephants, or maybe he thinks that Yo-Yo Dude will micro back the hand cannons and never take an engagement with those elephants. But the elephants are going to be super tanky. He's building a defensive castle to buy himself time, but Yo-Yo Dude can just come around this monastery and hit his wood line.
So you think elephants would be better in this scenario over light cav just because the lack of monks? Or you think light cavalry's fine?
Well, he needs to be able to chase down these hand cannons and pick fights against Yo-Yo Dude. Otherwise, Yo-Yo Dude is just going to do whatever he wants. But Bree has the gold. I actually think knights are the play. But he's going to lose his production building. Another possibility for Bree is Karambit warriors, and he's actually making them now. So Karambits are not, they're infantry, they're terrible against hand cannons, but if you got 50 of them, and they make very fast, and they cost very little, you can enjoy an effect called overkill, where all these hand cannons are focusing their time and energy on killing a single Karambit warrior. So even though that Karambit warrior is 1,000% dead, all the other Karambit warriors that weren't being targeted get to do their damage over time.
That castle too. Look how fast. That's insane. What is that? 4 seconds that they train or something?
I don't think it's 4 seconds. All right, I'll count. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 to 6 seconds probably.
Yeah, that's insane. That's still so quickly.
But
here comes the flank with the cavalry. Let's see if he has enough.
Enough light cav and enough karambits, and here we go. This battle will determine the outcome of the game.
Yep. Honestly, like you said, mistake going for the armor. He should have gone for the attack upgrade instead.
Mm-hmm.
Even for cavalry, that's what Yo-Yo Dude tells me as well. When you're going against gunpowder, just go for attack. Kind of close, but yep, Yo-Yo Dude with enough. Looks like he has enough.
So Bree's resources were spent. He is out of money, and this castle's about to go down. Somehow these bombard cannons survived. I think it's because he was prioritizing killing the hand cannoneers.
Yep.
But Bohemians are just super broken, man. And Bree's running out of stone. He has to buy more. He bought 200. Wants to keep that castle up, but against all of these cannons, It's going to be really hard.
But honestly, I like the build. I mean, you were totally spot on with the decision making with continuing to make more towers and archery ranges forward. Probably not the right choice. But I like the melee pick. I like the melee build, but just not enough with that to counteract that fast Imperial Bohemians. So powerful.
Well, he failed to. What is this, a villager charge? He failed to kill villagers, and he failed to deny resources. And those are the two things that you have to do one of those two things in a tower rush in order for it to be worthwhile. And so now Bree's charging hand cannons with villagers in a move of desperation.
Not gonna work out.
And GG.
So
Bree calls the GG.
Yeah, GG. Do you think if he just made that singular tower and then backed off, you think he would have been in a and just macroed out of that and just forced the, like you said, completely throw Yo-Yo Dude off of his fast Imperial Age? You think that probably would have been the better choice there?
I don't know. You know,
hard to say.
It's hard to say because he picked a spot where Yo-Yo Dude kind of walled to the corner too. Like, look at Yo-Yo Dude's makeshift wall. It was easier for Yo-Yo Dude to wall in the corner than it was for Yo-Yo Dude. It would have been for Yo-Yo Dude to wall in the front. So I think that was the first mistake. Was he should have towered directly in the front and taken Yo-Yo Dude. You know, denied the stone. Maybe he chose this side because he wanted to deny the gold. But he never really even denied the other gold, and you know that your opponent has 2 gold inside of his wall, so the chances of being able to deny all of it with towers is kind of slim. So maybe he would have been better off coming in and towering the first, the front of the base where it would be hardest to wall it off. Force your opponent to build more houses, spend more wood to keep you out. But I do think it's important to do something to Bohemians early. Otherwise, they're going to come kill you. And Yo-Yo Dude is known for his fast imps. So here's the thing. Bree was kind of in a tough spot, right? Because if Bree just did his own thing and ignored Yo-Yo Dude, then Yo-Yo Dude could have gone fast imp and then killed Bree. But maybe the play from Bree would have been some kind of FC into Castle Age pressure. I think Castle Age pressure could be more effective against fast Imperial type strategies.
There is something I did notice than feudal pressure. Game is with that early double bit X horse collar. I noticed that Bree had actually more villagers, more food, more wood in that, like you said, in that early castle, mid castle age. But just I guess didn't make enough army. I'm not really sure what you do with melee. It's kind of like you said, they have so many things that they can do, but at least in this game, Karambits and Light Cav just weren't enough against that fast imp. But like I said, it felt like Bree did have a nice early Castle Age timing window to maybe do some damage with more supply, more everything. But like you said with Bohemians, I didn't even know they could research chemistry in Castle Age. That's pretty insane, the fact they can do that. And so you can just instantly make hand cannons and bombard cannons as soon as you reach Imperial Age. That's going to push your tower rush right back.
Not only that, but having access to chemistry in the Castle Age means that your crossbowmen do double the damage to mangonels. They do.
Oh, very true.
So
extra damage. Yeah.
It's very, very easy on Arena playing as Bohemians. Do you own the Bohemians? Do you own the DLC?
I do not, but I'm probably gonna get it.
Just well, me neither.
So.
Me neither. Yeah. But I've seen a lot of people go fast castle into crossbowmen as Bohemians and maybe do some kind of siege tower. And when you see crossbowmen suddenly arrive in your base, what's the plan? Well, same as any plan, right? Make mangonels, right? Well, skirms would take too long to mass. Mangonels, you can make a single unit. And although people are pretty good at microing against mangonels, if you get 2 of them, or if you have a repairville, you can improve your chances of keeping those crossbowmen from doing any damage. So it's very common to see people go FC into chemistry crossbowmen as Bohemians and surprise somebody, and because that person doesn't have time to mass skirmishers, they go with mangonels, and then the Bohemian player just micros those mangonels down because they've got 10 crossbowmen or whatever, and that's all they need. So if you were ever wondering why your mangonels were getting wrecked by Bohemian crossbowmen, wonder no more. That's the reason why. It's because they had chemistry.
Trying to go Mega Die, all of a sudden you see a bunch of crossbowmen outside your base. Oh, Mega Siege Workshop. Not enough.
Yep. So you need like 3 mangonels to deal with them, and like 3 repair villagers too. It's pretty annoying. I'm surprised they haven't been nerfed yet.
If I was Brie and I was watching us cast this, I would honestly tell them that even though you lost, I saw great play there. So you have plenty to, I'm sure you can have plenty to work on and get better, maybe decision making, this and that. But I mean, 1500. Obviously, there's going to be good play there. But I was very impressed with the micro specifically, and especially in Age of Empires, where people like Leary can be, just straight win tournaments and be the best in the world off of only micro, Castle Age micro. You can go very far in Age of Empires with that. But congrats to you, dude, for the win.
It all comes down to what Age of Empires is. Is it fundamentally a strategy game or is it an arcade game? Is really the question.
That's the beauty, because you also have people like Doubt, who are also top players, who also win tournaments with a completely different playstyle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of why I love this game, is because Doubt beats Leary, and Leary beats other people, and everybody plays differently against everybody. But there's many different ways to play this game. You can be a clown, you can be a micro player, you can be a macro player, you can do whatever you want. But there's infinite ways to play this game and be good at it.
So,
but decision making's a big one, though.
Yeah, it was really great that Brie and Yo-Yo Dude did this show match. It was entertaining to watch, and we hope that you guys got as much out of it as we did. Don't want Brie to feel as though going in and watching this as though we were being overly critical. It is important to note that Brie is a much better player than either you or myself. So just take this as like the perspective of people who are omnipotent because they can see everything that's happening on the map and have enough base knowledge of the game to know what to do with that information that they have access to. I'm sure that Brie will, if he goes in and he watches the recording of this game as well, he'll probably be thinking a lot of the same things that we are. Like, oh yeah, shoot, Yo-Yo Dude's double stable knights on that 4 Lakes map is what won in the game. Like, he's going to see that just as easily as we are. So it's just a matter of pointing it out because we had access to that information to the viewers.
And it's always good to watch these things. I know even myself as a player, I always enjoy watching other people say things about my game, aka casting, and you always learn more. Not only just playing, but also watching your games back and learning what you did wrong, learning what you did right, and correcting those mistakes. But I got one last question for you, Tech. Pretty cringe. Yo-Yo Dude not picking Byzantines in the draft. Pretty cringe, huh?
Oh, nobody's perfect. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Right. He picked Bohemians. It'll be all right.
So with that, we're going to end the stream here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This will be its own standalone video on YouTube. We will probably, if there is appetite, we could do some community games in about a half an hour, I would say. So 10 p.m. Eastern Time, my time. If you guys are interested, hit me up on the server. It looks like Nightbot just posted a link. But with that, we're going to end the stream here, and hopefully I will have the chance to play with you in about 30 minutes.
Sounds good. All right. Well, see you guys later, and hope you all had fun.
See you, Ronald Rage. Thanks for joining me.
All right. See you, bud.